just getting ready to take off. I'm as tired as a bag of rocks, for sure. Got some stuff in the car, gotta get like one more load out there, and we'll be good to go. Go meet Nick, and then we have a long ass drive ahead of us. Alright, made it to Bridge City. I'm gonna quickly check the tires to make sure the pressure's good, and then go up and get Nick. So Nick's getting down the totes because we're gonna put the lights in one of these.
I knew these totes would come in handy. And got myself $200.
Nice.
So, any amount of money before this trip was very much needed. And I don't need a lid for now. The best and fastest coffee machine. Literally takes like 10 minutes and you got it.
Nice.
I don't even know if it takes 10 minutes. So,
Alright, we got the light case in the back seat because it won't fit in the trunk. And just about ready to go. Yeah.
when I got here.
Here's the masks I picked up yesterday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now I gotta go set up the shot over here, just like that. Optimal tire pressure for optimal gas mileage. Go. Alright, so we've been on the road for, I'd say, just under an hour. Stopped to get gas, fill up the tires, and last night I made a bunch of boiled eggs. So it's just two boys and a dozen boiled eggs on their way to San Francisco. Stretch break and a pee-pee break. Yeah, right now we're just kind of going through and just narrowing down and figuring out the questions we're going to ask in this interview. Got a few pretty good questions so far. If we had more time, I'd definitely go over and check this place out. 2 mushrooms on top, a joint, a donut that says smoke shop. That has to be weird on the inside. I was just told by this guy that about every 20 minutes that joint, which is hooked to a fog machine, lights up and puffs a bunch of smoke into the air. Okay, so look over here at this building. There's like 2 mushrooms on top and a big old joint. The guy just told me that they have a smoke machine hooked up to the joint, and about every 20 minutes it puffs a bunch of smoke into the air.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
I doubt we'll get to catch it, but that'd be pretty funny. But just that whole building, it's just ridiculous. You get pork rinds too?
Yeah, I just figured I'd try it. I don't ever eat them, but keto is making me want to try things that I don't normally eat just for the sake of staying on the diet.
Yeah. So, good crunchy snack.
Yeah.
Alright, so right now we got 7 hours and 21 minutes remaining. Looks like we have maybe another hour left in Oregon. Let's see. Yeah. Not too much further. I mean, until we get to California. Get this out with one hand. There we go.
How about I'll do one and then you can do one.
All right.
So it doesn't look so dumb. You're just like standing there,
Filming each other.
film each other and opening it with one hand. All right, my first time doing a 5-hour energy.
I actually picked these up for us during the Al Perez shoots, but we didn't end up using them, so.
I totally forgot about them.
Yeah, me too. But we've been on the road long enough. We're kind of getting bored. Not too tired, but the boredom's leading to us just. I always do, but I don't know. I just pictured that there's sediment at the bottom.
Here we go. Kind of tastes like an energy drink.
What flavor is it? It's alright, pink lemonade.
I guess I gotta shake it. I was afraid I was gonna swallow that. That's not a very good one. I think the best one is the berry. So if you're going for another one, get the berry.
How much for like a 2-pack like that?
I don't remember. I think they're like $2 each.
Hello. Nope.
Yes, I do.
That one says dyed diesel only. Yeah, it's regular, so it should be good. Hopefully, diesel usually has a bigger nozzle, so it won't go.
Well,
in.
it won't give you diesel if I hit gas.
Yeah.
That Dumb and Dumber scene just popped in my head, like we're like filling up and he
Sure.
puts gasoline all over his feet from afar, and then he gets gas spilled all over his feet, and then he goes to light a cigarette and he throws it on the ground and it lights his whole feet on fire, and then he's like,
All right, yet another pit stop. We're in Shasta City right now at this kind of weird gas station. It's like halfway dark. There's like no one here except for a few like petroleum dudes working over there. Yeah, just taking a quick stretch break, and I think at this point we're just right around the 4-hour mark until we get to San Francisco. We just stopped by the grocery for dinner. Burrito fixings. Oops. What's that?
it's kind of cool that they actually have like a decent selection.
Yeah.
Compared to your typical Safeway.
A lot of different sauces here. 3 different Gringo Bandito.
Cheaties in there, just grab a fork.
Oh yeah, stick right in there.
Okay, let's just go let's go to the deli and see what they got.
Alright, so what do we got going on here? It costs, first off, 10 cents for a bag in California. They will be hearing from me later. Luckily, I do not leave home without a nice bottle of hot sauce. There we go. Alright, so Nick got the regular chicken. I got this Southwestern whatnot.
Taco blend cheese.
Taco blend cheese. Some carb balance tortillas, and it's just
I'm just making myself a little
some sort of peppers there.
pepperoncinis.
Pepperoncinis.
Why not?
And that is dinner. really realized I was as hungry as I was. So we didn't eat anything though. No. Like really. Just... I don't know what you have done, but I know it ain't me. Alright, we're in San Francisco. Gotta do this $4 toll, and we don't have too much further till we get to the house we're staying at, Bethany's house. Alright, after a good 15 minutes of driving around, we found a place to park. It is I don't know, a few blocks from her place, not too far, probably be 5, maybe 10-minute walk at the very most. Go ahead and get our stuff together and take a rest for the night. Alright, we just woke up. Slept here on the floor. They got us a bunch of pillows and blankets for the night. All the smog is definitely starting to notice it now. A little bit of a heavy chest and all, but let's see. So right now Nick is putting a few sessions up online with a keyboard that's barely working for him. And I guess after we finish up here, we're gonna go grab some breakfast and then do a little bit of walking around a few areas of San Fran before we go to the shoot. What session are you uploading right now?
I'm uploading the third song for Question No Answer.
Question No Answer, all right. Yeah. So when you're staying at somebody else's house, there's a few things you should always make sure to do, like fold up all the blankets that you used, maybe do their dishes, that's always nice to do, and do a little bit of a prank. Gonna take this, flip it around. There's a monster tree right here. This big chunk of bark like coming down. Here, so you can see the size of that tree. There's Nick, there's the tree. It's a big old honking tree. All right, breakfast is finished. We're doing a little bit of walking and exploring of the area around here. At this point we have, I think, 2 hours until we want to get to location. And yeah, I mean, by the time we get there, we'll actually be 2 hours early, so it gives us plenty of time to check out the scene and get everything set up that we need to. But I'm wearing a t-shirt in November, so that's pretty nice. I'm gonna get a photo of this person's house. We made it to Fat Wreck headquarters. It's just right over here. We're about 10 minutes earlier than we wanted to be. Yeah, it's just like in this industrial park area, and we were told to be a little bit careful because there's a lot of car break-ins in this area. But it is like an industrial area. I think it's gonna be a little bit safer than just like out on the street over there. Yeah, here's Fat Wreck right here. I don't know how well this we picked up on the camera, but you can kind of see how smoky it is. It's definitely starting to become noticeable in my lungs now.
Good girl, you dude. Smile for the camera. Did Jordan tell you what happened with her earlier? No. Gave her a bath yesterday. And then today she walked underneath another dog that was peeing and got covered head to toe, so I had to give her another bath today. So we plan our days as a part of the race, wrapped in the traps, couldn't
realized that I could a career out of graphic design 3 years after I did the first poster for Joey Cape.
Alright, so we are on our way back home. Haven't gotten too far, but it's dinner time. Nick, do you want to describe and walk us through this meal today?
Got the Italian dry salami, ends and pieces. Just some easy, edible, some protein, low carbs.
Protein, low carb, what else?
Some carb balanced tortillas that we didn't eat yesterday. Or maybe you had a piece.
I had one, yeah.
Leftover pepperoncinis.
Always
Sure.
delicious.
Yep. Can't go wrong with some cheese.
Shredded cheese.
Yeah. Hot sauce, avocado.
Good old salad.
And bacon cob.
So Nick had one bite of the salami and it was bad, so he went to return it.
Yeah.
And you got some sausage instead.
Yeah, and I just, my stomach wasn't really digging anything after that. So I'm not even really digging this. These are fully cooked chicken sausages.
Alright.
I got them, they're low on carbs, but they're Philly cheese. That doesn't sound that great. But, we'll
might
see.
be okay. How is that cold chicken dog?
Not too bad. I mean,
And it'll start out as a 2-chamber muscle, and then starts to become a 3 and then a 4-chamber muscle, and it is moving.
Well, I saw you guys inside, but when I tried to look out, I didn't see your car out here, so... The more she would come and feed them, the more cats would show up, and then she was, like, catching them all, taking them in and having them fixed, and then re-releasing them over here.
Okay.
And the management told her she wasn't allowed to feed them there anymore because they kept,
Just kept coming
an
around.
overabundance of these, like, random cats, and, there's still a few of them that are lingering around. Like I said, I've seen, like, 2, maybe 3 of them, but they're pretty elusive, I know that. But anyways, yeah, I do apologize for that.
That's no problem. Thank
you. Guys have a good night.
Too. Alright, so we made our way to Love's. Right now we're like a little under 200 miles until we get to Portland. And what time is it? Like 2 in the morning? 2:30 in the morning? I think so.
yes, 2:34.
2:34. Alright. I think our estimated time is 5 a.m. It's probably a little later now since we've stopped to get gas. But this Love's is the same one that I was at about a year ago, where there was just a bunch of wildcats, like 30 or so. But I guess they're not around too much anymore. Thought I had something else to say, but I remember what I was gonna say. Look at the size of this Slim Jim sausage. Like the size of my arm. That's all.